ship wrecked, or a boat wrecked, and they were on an island. They didn't know if they were ever going to make it back home. They were walking along the beach, and one fellow bumped his toe on something and picked up a bottle. And he wiped it off to see if it was, and the genie pops out. He says, I'll give you guys 3 wishes total. First guy said, man, I've missed my wife. I'd like to be home. Poof, he's gone. Next guy said, well, I miss my kids. I'd like to be home. Poof, he's gone. Last guy said, look around. Man, I'm sure I'm lonely. I wish I had my 2 friends back. Anyway, that'd be my luck. That'd be my luck. You had a hand pass out in your bulletin. If you got a bulletin for Sister Pat, and talking about bringing stuff for Thanksgiving baskets. And we got about 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Yeah, we got a late start.
A late start. Well, 3 weeks. I don't know who's talking my deal on late start. I forgot about that. But anyways, you can bring non-perishable things. Put them back on that table in the corner with gloves. And you want to bring gloves, beanie caps, and also socks.
No, we haven't got socks.
We have no socks. We're good with socks. Anyways, bring gloves and beanie caps. That's for the homeless. And then we're going to pass those out at the end of the year. December. I'm getting all the coaching right here. It's not, if it's not written down, I don't know about it. Anyway, so but if you want to bring food non-perishable, and then that last week, well, you know, if you get some people get turkeys or hams from their work or whatever. Or if you want to purchase turkey, I don't know how we're going to do that. I'll find out and tell you next week. But anyways, we'll have a turkey and a ham to go in each basket. We had that last year. We did kind of like an assembly line in a teen room. And I think we took out a gang of food, a gang of stuff, you know, and I mean, I know that we have a pantry that needs to be gone through. I usually go in there and OCD it to death, but I haven't done that, and I go in there and they'll say, well, it's in the pantry. I'll go out there and I'm going to look, you know, 2 sides. Nope, it's not out there. They'll go out there. It's right here. Anyways, if you have something extra that you can bring, and sure help out some families that don't have.
Right.
Well, today we're talking about, are you a fisher of men? If someone asks you, who are you? My guess is you tell them a little bit about yourself and what you do. I'm an electrician, I'm a nurse, I'm an oil field worker, whatever the case is. But that's not really who you are. It's what you do. That's what you do. That's not who you are, it's what you do. Which leads me to the question, if you do, you know, if what you do is what you are, who will you be after you stop doing what you're doing? Get that? Who you are is found in your relationship with Jesus. And this sense of identity will drive you into your behavior, what you do. Take Matthew, for example. As a tax collector during the reign of the Roman Empire, his life was driven by greed. They weren't exactly honest. They're still not. Tax collectors, I don't know. If you're a tax collector, I'm sorry. But you know, they've got me the last couple of years. Anyways, but everything changed the day that Jesus said, come follow me. It's kind of like I thought about the exact same thing. This morning when I was going around, you know what? If we just said, you know what, come to church. Okay, that's not what I'm doing. Here I come. I mean, that very seldom happens. You know, and it's sad. But he said, Matthew, come follow me. And dropped what he's doing, come, you know, follow Jesus. But everything changed when Jesus showed up and invited Matthew to follow him in Matthew chapter 9, verse 9. Suddenly, Matthew had a whole new identity as a follower of Christ. He no longer was a tax collector. Wait a minute, there was Matthew. Oh man, get in the house quick, shut the doors, turn off the TV, turn off the lights, because he's coming for the tax. No, now he's not a tax collector no more. Now he's somebody that's following Jesus. Well, and it wasn't, he wasn't the only one. We also read about 4 fishermen in Matthew chapter 4, verse, well, Brother Ed read this morning, Peter, Andrew, James, and John, who left their nets to follow him. Hey fellas, come follow me. Okay, we're done. We've just, here, sell the boat, give it away, whatever. We're following Jesus. It don't happen like that, but it can. It could happen like that if we just had faith. So the next time somebody asks you, who are you? I hope your answer is, I'm a follower of Jesus. You know what? You may be a banker. You may be an oil field worker. You may be a welder. You may be a painter. But the first thing you need to be is a follower of Jesus. I remember Brother Bob Chunky came, no, his brother Rich Adams came, and he said, now what we're going to do is, he said, we're going to go on a trip. And he said, we're going to go on a soul winning trip. And then he went through the audience and said, okay, now Sister Long, I want you to be the cook. Brother Joe, I want you to be there in case something breaks down. And just went through the whole thing. You know, a bunch of people, they said, okay, now what's your job? I said, no. Okay, what's your job? He said, no. Your first job is to be a soul winner. You know, we all have jobs that we do, but that's not who we are. If we're a child of the King, we are a Christian. We are a follower of Christ first and foremost. The other stuff is just extra. The other stuff is just put food on the table, whatever the case may be. But we first should be a follower of Christ. We first should, should say, you know what, I'm following Jesus. That's my number one goal. So I'm going to be the best banker, the best oil field worker, the best cook, the best whatever, because I'm a follower of Jesus. That's right. You know what, I think if you're a follower of Jesus, you're probably going to cook a little bit better. Probably going to weld a little bit better. Probably, because you know what? Because you got Jesus on your side. You know what I'm saying? Are you with me this morning? You're very quiet. I'm trying to keep you awake. I don't have to throw a hymn or anything. But anyways, number one, are you a fisher? The Bible says in Mark chapter 1, verse 17, and Jesus said unto them, come after me, and I will make you become fishers of men. He said, remember, come after me. He said, just come and follow me. I'm going to show you how it's done. You know, I remember when Brother Tryman came one time, and a bunch of people came and said, now what we're going to do is, he said, I'm going to show you how to lead somebody to Jesus, and then we're going to give you a couple cards, and you're going to go out and lead people to Jesus. And a card they gave me, and the guy I'm with, I knew this guy forever. This guy knew me in my wild early days, when I wasn't living exactly the way I should have been living. And I had his card, and I thought, oh man, I don't want to tell the guy I'm going with that I don't want to go by this guy's house, because he's just going to laugh at me, he's just going to laugh. And so anyways, pants are falling, I'm sorry. Sorry. Well, anyways, I fixed my belt, that's what I was doing. Anyways, you may think it's funny, but I would have been embarrassed, so come on now, give me a break here. So anyways, we went to this guy's house, and we get out of the car, and sure enough, he's sitting there working on his little car, like he always was. And I said, hey man, we come by to talk to you about something. And I said, go ahead, brother. And he said, so this guy started talking to him about, accepting Christ. And I'm thinking my whole time, this guy's not going to accept Christ. This guy's not going to accept Christ. And he come out from under that car, and something had happened that week. He started thinking about life and death. I think if a family member had passed away close to him. He comes out from that car, his tears run down the side of his face. He's on one of those little creepers. We're talking to him through the engine. We're talking to him through the engine. He's down underneath there. Finally comes out and says, you know what? I've been thinking about going to church. I about fell over. I thought, God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't think these guys ever, and he said, and so we sat right there on the curb. The guy's all greasy, all covered with grease. And the guy I was with led him to Jesus. And I thought, I've known that guy ever since I moved to Shafter. Why didn't I do that? Because the devil told me, he's not going to listen to you. And then the guy looked over at me and said, you know what? I think I'm going to go to your church, Gary. You go over Sunday. You know what? I'm going to go with you. And he came for a while, for quite some while, so they got married. We'd wed. Guy I never thought would ever find anybody. We found somebody. And, just, he had a good personality. Anyways. But, he got married and moved away. But you know what? You never know. That's what I tell you. You never know what somebody's going through. Brother Tryman Mester said the best time to reach somebody is when birth or death. Because they're thinking about life. Thinking about where they're going to end up for eternity. What's going to happen to them after this all said and gone. And you know what? It's going to get better if you're a Christian. It's going to get a whole lot better if you're a Christian. But you know what? If you're not a Christian this morning, if you're not serving God this morning, it's going to get a whole lot worse. It's going to get a whole lot worse. Now, you know, I'm not talking about going out and fishing. Now, if you want to know about fishing, you talk to Brother Bobby over here. And his boy, woman, they are fishers. I'm telling you. We were talking about the father and son fishing trip we went on about a year or so ago. And man, I'm telling you, his boy was just fishing. That was the day we found out that Oliver's afraid of fish. Oh, I can't do that anymore. You know, a guy that went with us was afraid of fish. And he caught one. And we said, grab it. You're kidding. Just grab it, pull off the hook. Well, anyways, it got off the hook. But anyways. But you know, I'm not talking about fishing. I'm talking about fishing for souls, fishing for people that are out there. And you know what? If you throw the bait out there, they just might take it. You just never know what you have, what people are facing. Jesus was talking about fishing for souls. The equipment needed is different than when you go fishing, because this trip we don't need we don't have to go to the water. We don't need no water. We don't need no fish bait, no worms. We just need to have the gospel. Jesus just wants us to be faithful in what He's asked us to do. We all have a job, but that's not what makes us up. What makes us up is our faithful to Him, our being faithful to Him. Jesus, He won't force you to do anything, but He'll ask you. He'll ask you. Have you ever had somebody ask you something, man, you feel so guilty, okay, I'll do it. You know, a lot of times that's how we do it. You know what, when Jesus asks you, you shouldn't feel guilty, you should just do it because it's your job. If you're part of the family of God, then you should want to be a fisher of men. I'm telling you, when you lead somebody to the Lord, you have snatched them out of the very pits of hell, because that's where they're headed. That should make you feel good about how God has used you as a vessel to save that person from a lost and dying hell. Jesus could have done it alone, but He wanted to teach 12 guys, 12 men how to fish. How to really fish and catch something worth fishing for. Worth fishing for. We were talking about that this morning. When Mike said he was in Hawaii and caught a bunch of fish. He was the only guy on the boat, except for the hands. The other guy, people didn't show up, and he just caught fish all day long. All day long. And, you know, I like to fish if you're catching something. I'm not really one to sit on the bank and wait for a catfish. That's just not me. Now see, if you're back in Kansas, what you do is you put a trout line across the river which you're in, and then you go down from it. So if they don't get caught on the trout line, you may catch them down here. Here you can't do that legally. But you can chum fish when you go on a fishing boat, because somebody's going to be chumming the fish. Usually Brother Jeff, he's good about that. He can't handle that. So I said, Brother, how do you go? You chum the fish. You know, I remember the first time I went fishing with Brother Roy Caldwell. Some of you know him, and Brother Ray McDonough. We went out on a boat. We went out on a boat. We're at Lake Nacimiento. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I got my tackle box, man, because we used to fish a lot when I was a kid. I opened my tackle box open, and I'm baiting my trout line. And they're not watching me, they were just talking, and I throw it out there. So they always said, what did you just throw out there? So that's my trout line, brother. Oh, you can't do that. Pull that thing back in. So he pulled it back in and said, put that back in the tackle box. Okay, so then while they were talking, I opened a can of corn. And I grab a power in my hand. Oh, what is that? That's corn. Fish love corn. Yeah, but you can't do that either. We started up the engine, we drove off. Put that can of corn back in your tackle box. I said, man, how in the world am I supposed to catch any fish? Won't let me do it. He said, that's not how you do it, that's cheating. I said, who cares? Who's going to know? He said, the game warden right over there, that green truck. He's seeing this, he's watching through the binoculars. We were driving away from this corn. I said, well, then somebody else is going to come up here and catch these corn, and catch these fish I brought to the top. I thought, I bet you can't stick dynamite either, can you? He said, no, you don't have to. I don't have any. I don't have any dynamite. I was thinking. That's how you use that. That's how we did it. You know, you go out in the middle of the lake, you chum fish, they come, throw some dynamite, boom, they're dead, you pick them up, and you just drive home, and that's it. He said, man, he said, you know what? He looked over at Roy looked over at Ray, and said, we're not taking fishing anymore. He said, and Ray said, what about hunting? I said, oh yeah. He said, no, we're not taking hunting either. But you know, I would like to, you know, be known as a fisher of men. We need to say farewell to some things, okay? If we're going to be a fisherman. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 17. Wherefore, come out from among them, be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation of the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. Colossians chapter 3, verse 9. Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds. You know what? We can't be fishers of men if we're going to live in the old man. We're going to let the old man creep in. Because you know what the old man's going to tell us? We can't do it. You don't want to do it. You may run off a good friend. You know what? We need to get the old man off. We need to kill the old man. If you're going to find favor with God, the old man needs to be dead. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in Christ, if anybody is a Christian, he is a new creature. It's different. The old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. All things have become new. Don't hold on to those old things. Don't just, well, I just want to keep this, I just want to keep this. No. You know what? If you don't let go of the old things, you're not going to be able to get the new things that He has for you, because the old things are going to keep you away from the new things, and the new things what you need, not the old things. The old things are what we had before we found Jesus, before we found Christ. All things need to become new in your life. Your likes and dislikes will change because you're different. At least they should change. Some of them should change because you're different. You no longer have anything to fear in this life. The Bible says in Romans chapter 8 and verse 31, what shall we say then to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? Nobody can be against us. If you're prayed up, you're packed up, you're ready to go up, and you go and witness to somebody, you know what? I'm telling you, they may not just drop everything they're doing and say, okay, I want to be saved, but you know what? You're planting the seed. And then maybe somebody else will come along and they'll water, well, God will water the seed, and then God will get the increase because you planted the seed. If you never plant the seed, they may never know. You may be the only Jesus they ever talk to. You may be the only Bible they ever read. You may be the only positive attitude. You know, I come in this morning, Brother Ed said, how you doing? Yes, I'm doing great. He said, man, that just lifted me up just a little bit. But if you just said, man, I'm doing bad, or I don't feel good, he said, well, that just got frustrated right with you. You know, that's how it is. You got to have a good attitude. Is your attitude is it contagious? Is it worth catching? Or is it going to pull people down? Man. I'm telling you, I barely made it this morning. Man, I don't even know if God can bless me. Now, is that going to help you? Is that going to help you, yes or no? No. But I'm coming here, man, I'm telling you, Mom, I'm telling you, I'm doing so good. It's against the law, so we call a cop. Man, I'm telling you, I'm just feeling great. I take a dose of medicine just to calm down. That's going to help you. Or you'll think I'm crazy, but anyway, that's going to help you. You'll get a little bit of laugh out of that. Maybe, because, you've been frowning all morning. Time to change. I'm here. I never come to Sunday school, doggone, I'm here. Man, I could have slept an extra hour. I like it when there's spring ahead. People show up at noon. We're just getting ready. Hey, let's close in prayer. Man, what's going on? They forgot to set their clock ahead. I love that. And you know what? Every year, somebody does it. I'll see them come to the back. I'll see them come to the back. We're almost done. Here they come. Woo! Boy, they're going to be upset. I'm going to love it. Nah, that's God will give me. I'm sorry. I don't know. But anyways, I'm just saying. Before you found Jesus, your life, maybe you didn't have a lot of happiness. Unless you're a full-time comedian, you probably didn't have any laughter in your life. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Once you found Jesus, you need to live a little bit. Let's have fun. I walked around for an hour and a half last night, people, following about 6 teenagers as we're going trick-or-treat. We're walking behind them, and we're just following them. I didn't get any candy until I got home, and they picked through it, then I got the rest. Okay, Dad, you can have the coconut, you can have the Laffy Taffy. I do not like sweet rubber. You can have you can have the licorice, you can have, give me some good stuff. Well, we want the good stuff. Here, Dad, have these little nerds. What are these? You know what those nerds are? That's sand that's got sugar on it. You put those in your mouth and they're just like rocks. I think they are rocks. They just put candy on them. We're walking around and I'm saying, And I was having a good time, but I was having a good time just laughing at them, hiding behind a car and scaring Abby. Oh, that was a fun part. Or there's a house over here by the Garcias, right across the street, a couple houses down. And when you walk, there's this guy up there, he's on platform shoes. And a big, huge pumpkin on his head, his eyes lit up and a big smile lit up. Abby said, nope, not going up that yard. Well, the brave ones went up in that yard. Now, this ain't part of my message. I'm just telling you how to be happy, okay? The brave ones went up in the yard. And what they didn't know is when you walked through the driveway and you walked up to the house, there's a guy sitting right here. And he jumped out. Oh! But as he jumped that way, well, then there's a guy in black coming this way. And he's going, ah! And then they think it's over. They take about 4 more steps. Here's a guy who jumps out with long hair like Cousin It. Man, I was just dying. I was just like, oh, I said, that's what I'm going to do next year. That's what I'm going to do next year. Nolan's got this black suit. Now, his suit won't fit me because it's shrunk. I'm going to get this black suit. It's all black. I'm going to hide in the bushes. And they're going to come get me. I told the kids coming up to our house, I said, that old lady up there, she gave away toothbrushes and dental floss. They'll stop. They'll stop. But I said, no, I'm just kidding. I think she's got candy. So, I'm going to wait till they come back off the house. I'm going to jump out and scare the bejesus out of them. You know what I mean? Woo! I hate to be scared, but I love to scare folks. I love to scare folks. Yeah. No, I love to be scared. I love to be scared. Anyway. Okay, we're back on the message now. Forget what I said. The last 5 minutes, forget all about it. All things become new, or they need to become new. People might oppose you, but they can't stop you if you're doing it for the right reason. They can't stop you. The devil uses fear prior to your conversion, but now that you've accepted Christ, God is not the author of fear or of confusion or anything. God will help you and God will lead you. We now have fellowship with Jesus. And we need to keep, and He will keep us on the straight and narrow. He will not jump out and scare you. He will not use things to scare you. The devil does that. The devil does that. It may seem tough at times being a fisher of men. That's why Jesus reassures us to be strong in Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 11. Put on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil or the tricks of the devil. Put on the whole armor. What was it? Brother Eddie was talking about that. Wasn't it? Or no, Brother Roger was talking about that. You can't just put on the helmet and just think that's going to be good enough. Or you just can't put on the breastplate without the helmet. And you've got to take the sword. You've got to put on the whole armor of God so you'll be able to withstand the wiles, the tricks of the devil. Because you know what? He's done it. He is the trickster of tricksters. He knows how to pull you down. He knows how to scare you. He knows how to stop you. And you want to know something? The world has a stranglehold on some people. Now, if I grab Sister Little around the neck and just choked her out, I'm not going to do it, sis. I'm not going to do it. But if I did that, it wouldn't take very long when the life would leave her. It wouldn't take very long. And the devil knows that. Now, if I grab Brother Eddie around the neck, probably take me a little bit longer. She'd probably fight a little bit harder. Well, he might fight a little bit, but you know what? The devil doesn't want to do it when you're doing good, when you're on your game. The devil wants to do it when you're not feeling good, when you're feeling bad. The devil will sneak up on you and just grab you around the neck. I'm not going to, brother. You don't know, wiggle meat hooks, you'll hurt me. But that's when the devil creeps in. He knows when you're down. He knows when it ain't been going good. He knows when you've gotten some bad news. He knows when you're frustrated or you're defeated or you're discouraged. And that's when he's going to just grab you and he's just going to choke the life out of you. The devil hates it when we're fishers of men. The devil doesn't want us to win people to Jesus because he's got it on his team. He wants to keep them. He wants to have as many people as he can on his team. Let me tell you something. Come the 15th, 2 weeks, we're going to snatch some people off his team. I guarantee we are. You know what? Because Oliver has planted, you've planted, God's watering, and God is going to get the increase. And some people are going to meet Jesus for the very first time. And you know what? The devil's going to hate that. The devil's going to be on them like white on rice. I'm telling you, like a chicken on a Dumbo. However you want to put, whatever metaphor you want to put there, he's going to be on them. And he don't want them to be on our team. He don't want them to be on our team. He don't want to lose people off his team. He hates to lose. I hate to lose. Man, I hate to lose. I lost 2 games last night. I went over to Marcus' house, we played a couple games, and I lost both. And I hate to lose, but I laughed it up like I didn't hate, but I hate to lose. I laughed it up like no big deal, but man, I hate to lose. He beats me every time I play golf. Man, I beat him one time because he goofed up on one hole. I mean, we were literally playing golf. I beat him by 3 or 4 strokes. Man, that, nobody said nothing about that in the car on the way home. I said, hey, fellas, I think, Jake was in the car. Jake was with my partner. He said, hey, why don't you get in Marcus' head today? I said, I don't need to, buddy. I got about 4 strokes right now, man. I'm all cut right now. Don't say a thing to him. Don't say nothing to him. Wait till we get in the car right home. Jake brought it up, Marcus squashed it. I just wasn't feeling well. Like, oh, don't give me that. You hate to lose. He hates to lose just as much as I do. But, at least I don't cheat to try and win. Anyways, number 3. I don't do that anymore. That was my old me. That was the old me. I didn't think I was cheating anyways. Anyway, number 3. Here, let's go on. We're out of time. I'm going to hit number 3 real quick. You are one that Jesus went to save and put back into the flock. Matthew chapter 18, verse 12. How think ye, if a man have 100 sheep, and one go astray, just one, he's got 100, he's got 99 sitting over here, one goes astray, does he not leave the 99 and go into the mountains and seek that one which gone astray? Yes. That's what Jesus did. He got a bunch of Christians, but you know what? If one goes astray, he's going to send out the Holy Spirit to dispatch the angels to get out there and get down and bring it back. Amen. You were lost. Jesus found you, and He wants you to flourish. Amen. You don't have to forfeit heaven for hell any longer. Right. You're a child of the King. I'm just hitting these points real quick because I know some people are looking at the clock. Until they see the former life. Some people you witness to. Until they see that the former life was going in the wrong direction, they may resist the Holy Spirit. But they'll be saved by much prayer and fasting. Jesus told the disciples in Mark chapter 9, verse 29. And He said unto them, this kind can come forth by nothing but prayer and fasting. When's the last time you fasted over somebody's soul? When's the last time you really prayed over somebody's soul? Tonight, 5 o'clock. Melissa and I talked about it, Brother Roger was doing it this morning, going by each road. We're going to anoint these roads. Anoint just the end of the road, and we're going to pray over each chair, each pew, because God knows who's going to sit there. Right. And we're going to do that. Especially right before Melissa and I were doing that before the revival last year, the blood bearers would come in about 30 minutes early. We anointed each row. We prayed, God, whoever sits in this row, speak to them. Whoever's in this row, God, you know what they're going through. You know what they're fighting against. You know what they're up against. God, just speak to them. And God, once you speak to them, just let them let go and come. You know what the hardest part is? The hardest part is to get them to let go and come. Because, man, they know how they have the top something like this. They have both on so you won't rip it off. Because you're holding on to the Holy Spirit. And, but that's how you are on the inside. Oh, man, there's so many things. Oh, man, I need to go. Oh, I can't go. The devil's just fighting. The devil's beating you up. And finally, when you let go. Amen. The longest walk is from there to here. But you know what? In my opinion, I believe when you let go on your way, you're getting forgiveness. Because God knows why you're coming. But see, a lot of times we just hold on. We won't let go. We won't let God. We won't let go and let God take control. Number 4. When God saves them, He will give them a firm foundation. A firm foundation. 1 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 10, according to the grace of God, which is given unto me, as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereon. You know what? God is going to give you a firm foundation. You say, well, you'll get it. God will give it to you. God will help you. God is the master builder. And He knows what you need to make it. He knows right now if you're barely holding on. He knows right now if your foundation is falling apart. If you know, you say, man, Pastor, you don't know what I had to go through. It doesn't matter what you had to go through. That foundation, as long as you're in Jesus, that foundation will be firm. But you know what? As we start to weaken in our faith, as we start to give in to the devil, as we start to just kind of fall apart, that foundation starts to fall apart, and before long we fall flat. Those that we talk to, they will be set free. But it will take them realizing that they need Jesus and that they have a problem. They say with an alcoholic or somebody that's addicted to drugs, when they get help, when they figure out they have a problem. When will these people find Jesus? When they figure out that they need Him. You know what? When you're around them, you need to be glad, be happy. I'm not always happy. I'm not. Man, sometimes I just, man, why is that? Why is that happening that way? I'll get frustrated. You ask my wife, sometimes I get frustrated. Man, I can't understand why this is going on, this is happening. Whew! Why don't people just wake up and smell the coffee? Can't they see it? I'm seeing it. They're heading for a brick wall. They're going to have a train wreck. Can't they see it? Man, it's so frustrating sometimes. But whenever I'm around them, hey, how's it going? Because I want them, you know what? I want them to see Jesus loves them. And you know what? Now, you're going to get saved and all your bills are going to be paid. You're going to have a brand new car, a brand new house. No, that's going to happen. It could, but it's probably not going to happen. I can't promise you that. But I will tell you this. You let go, let God. You come to the altar, you ask God to forgive your sins, and you are going to feel better. You're going to feel lighter when you walk back, and you're going to think, and maybe that when you get out. Oh, smutty face, he's going to be on you. He's going to be on you. But you know what you tell him? Get thee behind me, Satan. Because I got Jesus right here. And I don't need you anymore. What did I say last week? If loving the Lord is wrong, I don't want to be right. I like that. Excuse me. The Holy Spirit will show them that they need help, and they will listen. Well, conclusion. We jumped through it pretty quick, fellas. Man, we had 35 minutes and I just drug along, sorry. Conclusion is this. Jesus is a compelling person. He's a compelling person. He told us to go out in the highways and hedges and compel them to come in. He compels us to do that. And he is still looking for followers. We're not full this morning. We got room for more followers. I don't think, was the bus packed this morning? Could we held a few more? Brother Glenn, where's he at? We could have held probably a few more. Probably a few more. We got a bus that's sitting out there not going anywhere. I do nothing. I could show you how to fill that bus up. You just got to love Jesus. And Brother Glenn's doing what he can. A lot of times he has work on Saturday. He loves them kids. He loves Jesus. He's trying to do what he can. But you know what? It's tough. He had to work all day on Saturday. And then, he tries to go and visit, after he's done. Anyways. Jesus wants to make something of your life by giving you the identity of a follower of Him. Whatever your job may be, that's not you. That's just what you do. What you are should be a follower of Jesus. It doesn't mean giving up your career, but it does mean doing the work that you know you're called to do. You got the rest of your life to work. You got the rest of your life to work for Jesus. And you know what? They can go hand in hand. Like Brother Ed said this morning, you're going to know people, see people I'll never see, I'll never meet. When they see you, do they see Jesus? When they see that person just kind of dragging along, hating life. I love life. I can't wait till tomorrow. Because it's just one more day I got to live for Jesus. And the next day after that. And then, I'm going out tomorrow to two houses tomorrow night. I already got them planned out. I'm going out. I found out where one of them's at. I lost track of them, but I found them. The fella told me where they lived. I'm going to go out and say, you know what? I didn't come out here to share with you. I just come out here to let you know Jesus loves you as a mission. And we all know people like that. I can name them off, and you know them. Well, you know what? One of the reasons that God gives us, Brother Oliver, a friend day, is because he sees it just like I see it. And like some of this, you see that there's some seats that are empty where people used to sit. Because you pretty much sit about the same place every time. And you know what? We shouldn't, I don't have to. Well, let's find out what happened to them. Let's go get them. Let's go get them, and you know what? And let's compel them, as God is compelling us to go get them, compel them to come in so His house can be filled. It doesn't mean get up your group, but it does mean doing the work of God according to His will and His ways. Last thing, we're done. So next time someone asks you, who are you? I hope your answer is, first and foremost, I'm a follower of Christ. Let's stand together.